not fail. All right, so let's keep going. All right, so the next one is pain and suffering. I love it too. Here's the kicker. I do believe that pain is your friend in a sense that you definitely have to experience some pain, not forcefully. Again, I told you, just don't force yourself and don't strive for pain unless you go into the gym. That's a good way to do it. Or if, especially if this is advice for men who want to get stronger and definitely live their masculine imperative, go into a fighting gym. That's an amazing way to sort of force yourself or expose yourself, should I say, it's a better word, expose yourself to some good pain, physical, mental, spiritual, and otherwise. So pain is good because it's true motivator, enabler, and sort of pain is a mentor in many ways as well, in its own right? Philosophically speaking, obviously. But suffering is not necessarily what you want. Suffering, again, is something that will be inflicted upon you potentially through your life. Some people ever don't experience any suffering because they are very privileged, or they grew up with wealthy parents, or you name it. I'm not going to get into it. There is lots of scenarios, you know. The point I'm making here is that no matter what cards are dealt to you on the table, like in game of poker, you have to make the best of it. There is no other way. Whether you are a differently able person, whether you have a disease, whether you are short or tall, you have good genetics, bad genetics. I mean, you name it. The only aim you still have to have in life is to win, is to be the best, is to be strong, no matter who you are. And in that journey, pain is a good, again, motivator. It's a good force for you to learn and become stronger. But suffering is something else. Suffering is when you get into a trap of anxiety and depression, not the one that can fuel you to your success, but more that paralyzes you. There are different levels to depression or anxiety or some state of mind or state of soul and body that you can experience. And so you don't want to get into a trap of constant suffering. Again, some of you have no choice. Both of my homelands are at war. Ukraine is at war, Armenia is at war, and I know some of my folks know even better than me in a more immediate danger, but I'm just telling you, sometimes life throws at you so many bad and terrible things that, well, suffering is inflicted upon you. You still have to survive, you still have to then find stability and security to try, if you can, with godly guidance and godly oversight, but at the same time then thrive in the end if you can. But what I'm trying to tell you, forcing suffering might just destroy you. You know, even if it's not forced, if you just experience it by virtue of your life circumstances, you might end up completely devastated, and you might be in that trap. If you are in the trap of suffering, let's just say, for too long, you might not even get out. Even the strongest of us, you name the strongest athlete, the most mindful person, the most meditating person, the monks, I mean, whoever, you name it. Everyone is not, like, there is no untouchable person. No matter what your genetics, mindset, beliefs, confidence, and competence is, nobody is invincible. And I'm just trying to tell you, if you will suffer for too long, you might not get out of it. Bottom of the ocean, you know, if you stay there for too long, you might not have enough breath to get to the surface. So I'm just telling you, your job when you suffer is to get the heck out of there, at least to the mid-ground, and maybe then to swim to the surface and figure things out. Pain still will be there. In other words, in this metaphorical example, if you are free diving and you realize there is something, you have a stroke or something, and then you're trying to swim on the surface, one thing, you have to swim to the surface, then you stop suffering. But pain is still there because you are away from the shore. You are still in danger. Sharks are around. You don't have food. You don't have, there is sun, there is heat, or there is a storm, and you are by yourself in the sea, in the ocean. So you need to figure out how to get to the shore. So I'm just trying to tell you in this example that pain is not going to go away. Pain and anxiety will be always forever there. It's up to you to figure out how to deal with it. But suffering, it's not something you need to experience for too long, because then you might not have a chance to get out.